Okay then, hello everybody, and welcome back to another Stepford County Railway Live. So I'm just trying to get the VIP server, so let me just quickly get my VIP link. It would be great if I did this before, but I can't remember. Hang on. We just have a quick little look. Hang on, before I do, I'm just going to stop the display capture just for a second. Just for a second whilst I grab the server link. A quick little look. Please do keep the chat respectful and, please don't say anything untoward or something that may, cause any arguments and drama. So if you do, then you will be hidden away from my channel. So please just use common sense and yeah. So let me just going to paste the URL into the chat, so just bear with me a second whilst I do this. To be honest, I should have got this ready beforehand, but anyways, I hope you're all doing well. I hope everything is going smoothly for you. I've nearly hit 1,600 subscribers, which is nice. I mean, obviously, I hit 1,000 in August 2022, but obviously I have been, well, not really doing much in terms of uploading content because I've just been so busy with other commitments, so hence the absence of, me on YouTube, because obviously before I used to obviously all the time I would be okay, so I'm just going to paste the link. So this is the link. So this will obviously, if you click on this link, you will be able to join the stream. I'm just going to quickly pin it to the thing. So the server link is there we go. So it should be okay. Right, now I can actually start to show the game. So here we are in Stepford County Railway version 2.3.2. Now the reason why you don't hear any of the music at the minute, because obviously I've muted it because I don't want to have any copyright issues. So let's do the newest train on Metro, which is the Class 398 tram train, which is actually based on the Transport for Wales tram in, well, it's going to be in Cardiff and that, and I have seen that at the Greatest Gathering in August last year. So let's do Stepford Central to Stepford UFC because why not? Something a bit different. Let's start from Market Weighton Train Maintenance Depot. Let's give it a second for everything to load in. You can join this VIP server if you want to. It's my own one, so you can join it and drive or signal or do anything you want. So here we are. Here is the Class 398, and it does look pretty good. So I'm now going to obviously turn on raise the pantograph up, so it's now raising. And now I can start moving the train. And Stepford UFC is literally just coming up ahead. Do let me know if the audio is too loud or so I plan to stream for around 2 hours. So So here is Stepford UFC.
Lido, High Street, Stepford East, Four Ways, and Stepford Central. This train is formed of 6 coaches.
So I do remember I did one of my, I can't remember what training it was so long ago. So I did one of my trainings at Stepford UFC.
This station is Stepford UFC. This train is for Stepford Central. The next station will be Whitefield Lido.
I have decided to turn on the subscribers only mode just to, well, to prevent any sort of, random unwanted messages. So here we go. So we're now leaving Stepford UFC to head towards Whitefield Lido.
This is a metro service to Stepford Central. Calling at Whitefield Lido, High Street, Stepford East, Four Ways, and Stepford Central. The next station will be Whitefield Lido. Now approaching Whitefield Lido. Please mind the gap between the train and the platform. Is Whitefield Lido. This train is for Stepford Central. The next station will be High Street. Is a metro service to Stepford Central. Now approaching High Street. Please mind the gap between the train and the platform.
Four Ways, and Stepford Central. This train is formed of 6 coaches.
Obviously, as you can see, it is quite sparse here. Now I'm going to try, I think, when I get to Stepford Central, I'm going to try and join a public server just for a change. So
Station is High Street. This train is for Stepford Central. The next station will be Stepford East.
in fact, I'm going to try and join the public server now. So I'm just going to turn off the display capture for a second, and I'm just going to join a public server. So again, you can't see anything obviously because I've turned off the screen. So just bear with me a moment whilst I do this. So hang on, just switch over. Hopefully this will work and it's not going to be too, frame ratey and, too laggy and that. So And now I'm joining a public server, so now we'll get obviously a lot more traffic and, you know. So here we are. So we're now in a public server. So now you can see, obviously, there are a lot more people and, it's just more lively, obviously. So I'm going to actually drive. Let's drive the Class 91 on Express because I've not shown that in any live stream or video and I do like it. It's pretty good. So let's do. Okay, so we can do. Let's do the super fast, shall we? And let's go from Lynn to Stepford. So here we go. So let's do that. So here we are. This is the Class 91 for Stepford Express, and it looks very nice. I mean, the modelling is very good.
Spad alert.
Oh my god, this had to happen on
Spad
cue.
alert.
Well, here's a demonstration of what happens when you SPAD in this new update. So now, as you heard, there's a. God, it just had to happen on live. So yeah, there's a little sort of chime that plays that says SPAD alert. So we're now approaching Lynn by the Sea, which is inspired from London King's Cross. I'm sure you can tell if you've been to King's Cross. I'm sure you can tell that this does look very similar. I mean, this would be around. I think it's Copenhagen Tunnel or something, or Holloway Tunnel. And then the one immediately before is Gasworks Tunnel, the one right before. You can just about see there's that train that spadded us. So there is also the Pendolino as well, the Class 390, which I'll also drive as well. And I mean, I have driven all those trains basically.
The train now standing at platform 2 is the 14.
30, Stepford Express, service to Stepford Central via Morganstown. Calling at North Shore, West Wyvern, Leighton City, Leighton Stepford Road, Morganstown, St Helens Bridge, and Stepford Central. This train is formed of 10 coaches. First class is located at the middle of the train.
This station is Lynn by the Sea. This train terminates here. All change, please.
Your attention, please. The 1448 service from Edgemead has been cancelled. This is due to a member of the train crew being unavailable. The train now standing at platform 4 is the 1431 Stepford Express service to Stepford Central via Benton. Calling at Westercoast, Edgemead, Leighton City, Leighton Stepford Road, Hampton Hargate, Benton, St Helens Bridge, and Stepford Central. Due to a short platform, passengers for Westercoast and Hampton Hargate should travel in the front 9 coaches. This train is formed of 9 coaches. First class is located at the front of the train. The train now approaching platform 6 terminates here.
So I've decided to do the Stepford Central via Westercoast.
This station is Lynn by the Sea. This train terminates here. All change, please. Thank you for travelling with us. Welcome aboard this Stepford Express service to Stepford Central. This train will call at North Shore, West Wyvern.
The train now standing at platform 6 is the 1433 Stepford Express service to Stepford Central via Morganstown. Calling at North Shore, West Wyvern, Leighton City, Leighton Stepford Road, Morganstown, St Helens Bridge, and Stepford Central. This train is formed of 9 coaches. First class is located at the front of the train.
Here we go, so now we're given the right of way at Lynn, so the next stop is Westercoast in 5 miles' time.
Welcome aboard this Stepford Express service to Stepford Central. This train will call at Westercoast, Edgemead, Leighton City, Leighton Stepford Road, Hampton Hargate, Benton, St Helens Bridge, and Stepford Central. Next station will be Westercoast.
So we are now going to have some danger signals here because obviously we are following 2 trains ahead of us. So although we should overtake them at North Shore because we'll be routed on the fast track. So we should hopefully go ahead of that train. Although I can't guarantee it because it doesn't. I don't know. It might not happen. It depends on whether that train leaves the station. As you can see, we're now on the fast one. The one on the left, the track on the left is obviously the slow. So that train's now on the slow line. Hence, that signal is red. Although I think that train might have despawned actually. Oh no, it hasn't. Never mind.
Stepford Express service to Stepford Central. The next station.
So there we go. We've now overtaken that train. So phew, because sometimes it has happened, unfortunately, where obviously that train leaves and the fast train's bad, and that's not very good. So this is Starrylock Station. So we're now coming up on West Wyvern Station.
Platform 2 does not stop here. Please stand back from the platform edge.
So the next station that we come across, now this section I have done that video on 6 years ago nearly. So you can watch that video to see how different these stations now look. So West Wyvern looks different as well. Obviously all the other stations do look different, so Millcastle does, and also at Millcastle now on the fast lines, Connect trains do stop as well. I'm not sure if it's the same at Millcastle Racecourse, I assume it isn't, but at Millcastle certainly Connect trains do stop on the fast platforms now as well, so it provides variety instead of it just being the slow platforms. So Millcastle does that. Also at Millcastle. So here is Millcastle Station. And I drove this route in the opposite direction, well, this particular section of track in the class 321. So here is Millcastle Racecourse here.
The train now approaching.
And we're now near Wester Coast as well, so I'm not going to accelerate too quick here now. So yeah, it's nice to come back to Stepford County Railway. I mean, doing these live streams again, I'm just glad that I've got a laptop that actually manages to stream it properly. That's
Express, service to Stepford Central via Benton. Calling at Edgemead, Leighton City, Leighton Stepford Road, Hampton Hargate, Benton, St Helens Bridge, and Stepford Central. Due to a short platform, passengers for Hampton Hargate should travel in the front 9 coaches. This train is formed of 9 coaches. First class is located at the front of the train.
So here we go, we've now been given the right of way at Wester Coast. So our next station is Edgemead in 2 miles time.
First class is located at the front of the train.
The next station will be Edgemead.
So this is Famous Station, and Edgemead is nearly here now, so I'm going to start to slow the train down a bit.
We will shortly be arriving at Edgemead. Change here for services to Leighton West and Rayleigh Bay. Please mind the gap between the train and the platform.
Now the line to Rayleigh Bay diverges from here to the right, so you'll see that when we depart. Well, that same person's here again, so I assume they're just wanting to track my train down, which is fine by me. So here we go, so I'm going to stop here.
This station is Edgemead. Welcome aboard the Stepford Express service to Stepford Central. The next station will be Leighton City. Welcome aboard the Stepford Express service to Stepford Central. The next station will be Leighton City.
So the line to Leighton West has just diverged, and the line to and from Leighton West is now joining as we now approach Leighton City.
We will shortly be arriving at Leighton City. Please mind the gap between the train and the platform.
Should have stopped at this marker, but doesn't really matter. I'm going to stop slightly ahead. Oh, it says I need to move forward.
This station is Leighton City. Welcome aboard the Stepford Express service to Stepford Central. The next station will be Leighton Stepford Road. Welcome aboard the Stepford Express service to Stepford
Change
Central.
here for services.
We will shortly be arriving at Leighton Stepford Road. Change here for services to Stepford Airport Central. Please mind the gap between the train and the platform.
Stepford Express, service to Stepford Central via Benton. Calling at Hampton Hargate, Benton, St Helens Bridge and Stepford Central. Due to a short platform, passengers for Hampton Hargate should travel in the front 9 coaches. This train is formed of 9 coaches. First class is located at the front of the train.
This station is Leighton Stepford Road. Welcome aboard this Stepford Express service to Stepford Central. The next station will be Hampton Hargate. Welcome aboard this Stepford Express service to Stepford Central. The next station will be Hampton Hargate.
So we're now passing through Rocket Parade Station, and our next station is Hampton Hargate.
To the platform edge.
So that station we just passed was Walter Newton, and Hampton Hargate is the next station after Upper Staplow, which is going to be the next station we pass through. So we're now approaching Hampton Hargate station.
Shortly be arriving at Hampton Hargate. Please mind the gap between the train and the platform. Due to a short platform, the doors in the rear coaches will not open. Please move forward to leave the train.
This is Hampton Hargate. This train is for Stepford Victoria. The next station is
This station is Hampton Hargate. Welcome aboard this Stepford Express service to Stepford Central. The next station will be Benton.
welcome on board this Stepford Connect service to Stepford Victoria. The next station is Benton Bridge.
So as you can see, there goes that Connect Class 357 going to Stepford Victoria. So now we've got to wait I'll have to clear this junction because obviously we're going towards Benton now.
Welcome aboard this Stepford Express service to Stepford Central. The next station will be Benton.
So we should be given the right of way in a moment. Hopefully.
Train now approaching platform 2. Does not stop here. Please stand back from the platform edge.
There you go, so we can now start moving. As you can see, we're now going to turn right to head towards Benton. And the line on the left is obviously going towards Morganstown, so... And we might see that 357 at Benton Bridge as well, perhaps, I don't know, we might. So the line that's down there is towards Port Benton and Greenslade and Morganstown on the Morganstown shuttle.
We will shortly be arriving at Benton. Change here for services to Connolly, Estherfield, Farley, Greenslade, Morganstown, Newry, Port Benton and Airport Terminal 2. Please mind the gap between the train and the platform. This station is
Platform
Benton.
11 for the
Welcome
14,
aboard this Stepford
52
Express service
Stepford
to
Connect
Stepford
service
Central.
to Stepford
The
Victoria.
next station will be
Calling at
St Helens Bridge.
Coxley, Bowden, St Helens Bridge, Stepford East, Stepford Central and Stepford Victoria. This train is formed of 4 coaches.
Welcome aboard this Stepford Express service to Stepford Central. This train will call at St Helens Bridge and Stepford Central. The next station will be St Helens Bridge.
And that train that we saw at Hampton Hargate is now behind us. Although I think it may overtake us, I don't know. Probably not, because we're obviously going straight through to St Helens Bridge. Whereas that train has a stop at Coxley and Bowden. So we can now increase all the way to 125, and West Benton is on the right, which is on the water line. And Stepford Express as well, but Stepford Express does not stop there. No, it doesn't. It's just the water line. And there is a video on YouTube of me and EM train spotting train spotting at West Benton. Now that was way back. It was before West Benton received the upgrade and well before Express went to Newry and that. So
Costleys.
we're now passing Bowden Depot and Bowden Station. And we now go on that flyover to head towards St Helens Bridge. I remember back in the day, this was completely not scenic, and it was quite, depressing going along here. But thankfully now the viaduct has got some scenery, so it's a bit more interesting to drive on instead of it just being no scenery. Oh dear, we've got a red signal. Okay, slow the train down. Now, fortunately, the brakes on this train are pretty good, so that's good. I'm glad I noticed in time. So that means that there is a train occupying the platform.
We will shortly be arriving at St Helens Bridge. Change here for services to Barton, Berrily and Whitney Green. Please mind the gap between the train and the platform.
There's a line that's joining us from the left. It's the line from Morganstown on Express.
Formed of 9 coaches. First class is located at the front of the train.
And obviously the lines that have joined us from the right over, from the left all over there are obviously all the Connect and Airlink and Metro from Angel Pass. The St Helens Bridge has been upgraded quite a bit. I mean, there was a video, I don't know if it's still here, there probably is, it is on YouTube, I assume it still is, of when I'm also driving through, I think it's St Helens Bridge. Yeah, it is, it's St Helens Bridge where we train spotted and I drove an Airlink Class 387.
This station is St Helens Bridge. Welcome aboard the Stepford Express service to Stepford Central. The next station will be Stepford Central.
So here we go, our next and final stop is at Stepford Central.
Welcome aboard the Stepford Express service to Stepford Central. The next station will be Stepford Central.
Okay, well, I think a train has just left Stepford Depot, hence we've got this very unexpected red signal. Oh, goodness. Oh, wow. And it just changed the moment we passed it. Oh, goodness. Wow, that was very close. So yeah, I'm now slowing down because obviously there is a train ahead of us. Oh my goodness, that was so close of going so wrong. Wow. As these things happen, and obviously in congested areas, you should drive more carefully.
Shortly we're arriving at Stepford Central, where we finish our journey. Change here for services to Beachley, Stepford Bay, Stepford UFC, Stepford Victoria, Whitefield and Willowfield. Please mind the gap between the train and the platform.
Coxley, Benton, Benton Bridge, Hampton Hargate, Wharton Newton, Rocket Parade, Leighton Stepford Road, Leighton City, Edgemead, Faymere, Westercoast, Millcastle, West Wyvern, Starry Lock, North Shore and Lynn by the Sea. This train is formed of 5 coaches. The train now approaching Platform 3 terminates here. This train is the service from Lynn by the Sea. This is a platform alteration. The 15:01 service from Stepford Central will now arrive on Platform 1. The train now approaching Platform 1 terminates here.
This train terminates here. All change, please. Thank you for travelling with us. This station is Stepford Central. This train terminates here. All change, please. Thank you for travelling with us.
So now I'm going to be driving from Stepford Central to Leighton City.
The train now standing at Platform 3 is the 14:59 Stepford Express service to Leighton City via Benton. Calling at St Helens Bridge, Benton, Leighton Stepford Road and Leighton City. This train is formed of 9 coaches. First class is located at the rear of the train. The train now standing at Platform 1 is the 15:03 Stepford Express service to Lynn by the Sea.
Benton, Leighton Stepford Road and Leighton City. The next station will be St Helens Bridge.
Service to Leighton City via Benton. Calling at Benton, Leighton Stepford Road and Leighton City. This train is formed of 9 coaches. First class is located at the rear of the train.
This station is St Helens Bridge. Welcome aboard this Stepford Express service to Leighton City. The next station will be Benton. Welcome aboard this Stepford Express service to Leighton City. The next station will be Benton. We will shortly be arriving at Benton Monument. Change here for services to Connolly, Estherfield, Farley, Greensway, Morganstown, Newry, Forge Benton and Airport Terminal 2. Please mind the gap between the train and the platform.
Stepford Connect, service to Leighton City. Calling at Benton Bridge, Hampton Hargate, Upper Staplow, Wharton Newton, Rocket Parade, Leighton Stepford Road and Leighton City. This train is formed of 4 coaches. platform edge. Leighton City only. This train is formed of 9 coaches. First class is located at the rear of the train.
This station is Leighton Stepford Road. Welcome aboard this Stepford Express service to Leighton City. The next station will be
Your
Leighton.
attention please. The 15:31 Stepford Connect service to Lynn by the Sea has been cancelled. This is due to crew difficulty.
Welcome aboard this Stepford Express service to Leighton City. We will shortly be arriving at Leighton City, where we finish our journey. Change the next services to Edgemead, Leighton West, Lynn by the Sea, Rainy Bay, and West Wylam. Please mind the gap between the train and the platform. This station is Leighton City. This train terminates here. All change, please. Thank you for travelling with us.
Okie dokie, so that's going to do it for this live stream. I hope you enjoyed this stream. Please remember to like and subscribe and turn notifications on to never miss any uploads and updates from me. And tonight at 6 p.m, once again, I have got a video ready, which is going to be about Beauty Park Station, and it's obviously I've been there and I filmed it, so that video is going to go live at 1800 UK time tonight. So yeah, please remember to like and subscribe and turn notifications on, and I shall see you in the next stream.